350 million years ago, before the age of dinosaurs, Earth was a completely different world. Imagine endless tropical swamps, towering ferns, and a dense atmosphere brimming with oxygen. The Carboniferous period was a time of massive environmental change, and the planet's landscape looked unrecognizable. It was a world teeming with life, but not the kind we are familiar with today. This strange period was defined by high oxygen levels, around 35%, which is more than 1.5 times the safe level for humans. The lush, swampy forests absorbed carbon dioxide and released enormous amounts of oxygen through photosynthesis, creating a perfect environment for life to thrive. But what flourished in this oxygen-rich world were creatures that were much larger than anything we see today. Giant insects ruled the skies and the jungles, many growing to sizes that would make our modern bugs look tiny in comparison. If you found yourself in the dense, humid jungles of the Carboniferous, you'd likely experience a sense of dizziness. The air was so thick with oxygen that even a small spark could ignite the swampy wood beneath your feet. Looking down, you'd see your feet sinking slightly into the wet ground, as swampy, high-humidity environments were a hallmark of this time. However, the real spectacle would be above you in the sky. Imagine looking up to see giant prehistoric butterflies with wingspans of up to 22 inches, buzzing overhead. Known as Paleoptera, these giant insects were herbivores, feeding on plant fluids and had intricate wing patterns that resembled delicate nets. Despite their massive size, they posed no threat to humans. But while these butterflies were harmless, the ground below was not so safe. Enter Pulmonoscorpius kirktoni, the largest scorpion to ever exist, growing up to 28 inches in length. With a tough exoskeleton and venomous stinger, it was a fierce predator, capable of hunting smaller arthropods, amphibians, and even reptiles. This scorpion's enormous size made it an apex predator of the Carboniferous period. Looking back to the skies, the Carboniferous also hosted the largest dragonflies to ever fly. Meganeura was a fearsome aerial predator with a wingspan of over 2 feet, much larger than modern dragonflies. These insects were apex predators of the sky, using their powerful legs and nearly 360-degree vision to hunt prey such as the giant butterflies. While Pulmonoscorpius ruled the ground and Meganeura dominated the skies, there were also other terrifying creatures lurking on the ground. Arthropleura, a millipede, reached lengths of up to 8.5 feet and was the largest terrestrial invertebrate in Earth's history. It had a tough exoskeleton that likely protected it from most predators, as even a giant scorpion would hesitate to attack such a formidable creature. The Carboniferous was also home to Megarachne, a sea scorpion that resembled a giant spider. With a body length of up to 1.8 feet, Megarachne used its unique feeding method, sweeping through soft sediment in aquatic environments, capturing and consuming small invertebrates and the occasional amphibian. While many creatures in the Carboniferous period were enormous, others were remarkably tiny. Trigonotarbida, the earliest known arachnids, were tiny and agile, hunting soft-bodied invertebrates like worms. These armored spiders were some of the smallest predators, and though they couldn't spin webs, they used their legs to grab and hold their prey. The ocean was just as strange, with creatures like the Excalibur worm. Only a fraction of an inch in length, this worm had an impressive crystal-like exoskeleton that protected it from predators. It could curl into a ball for extra protection, but its heavy armor also limited its mobility. Despite this, it managed to survive until the end of the Devonian period. While the Carboniferous period was full of bizarre creatures, it eventually gave way to the Permian period, where reptiles and amphibians began to diversify. Some of these creatures, like Dimetrodon and Gorgonopsians, resembled early dinosaurs, though they were actually more closely related to mammals. Around 252 million years ago, a mass extinction event known as the Great Dying wiped out nearly 90% of marine species and 70% of land species. The extinction paved the way for the rise of the dinosaurs. It's believed that an asteroid impact, combined with massive volcanic eruptions, caused this cataclysmic event. The planet was once again transformed, setting the stage for the Mesozoic era. The Mesozoic period, which includes the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous periods, saw the rise of the dinosaurs. The first dinosaurs were small, but over time they evolved into massive creatures like Tyrannosaurus rex and Brachiosaurus, which became iconic symbols of prehistoric life. The Triassic period marked the evolution of the first true dinosaurs, like Eoraptor and Herrerasaurus. These early dinosaurs were fast and agile, with sharp claws and teeth, and quickly became the dominant predators of the time. Herbivorous dinosaurs like Pisanosaurus also began to emerge, marking the shift toward plant-eating species. By the late Jurassic, Earth's climate had shifted to a more humid and subtropical climate. Vast forests of ferns and conifers covered the land, and the oceans became full of diverse life, including marine reptiles like plesiosaurs and ichthyosaurs. These predators ruled the seas, while flying reptiles, like pterosaurs, took to the skies. The late Cretaceous period saw the emergence of some of the largest dinosaurs ever to walk the Earth, such as Argentinosaurus, which could reach up to 40 meters long and weigh as much as 100 tons. On land, herbivores like Triceratops and Ankylosaurus defended themselves with armor and powerful weapons like clubbed tails, making them formidable opponents for the carnivores that hunted them. At the same time, the oceans were ruled by marine reptiles like Mosasaurus and Tyrannosaurus rex's contemporary, Spinosaurus. Despite being outclassed in size by other predators, T-Rex was a deadly hunter with a bite force strong enough to crush bone. The age of the dinosaurs lasted for an incredible 165 million years. But it all came to an end about 66 million years ago, when a massive asteroid impact wiped out the dinosaurs, marking the beginning of the Cenozoic era. Though the dinosaurs are gone, their legacy lives on in modern birds, the only surviving relatives of these ancient creatures. This 165 million year reign of dinosaurs might have ended in a dramatic fashion, but they remain one of the most successful and fascinating groups of creatures to ever walk the Earth. Thank you for watching, and let us know in the comments what you'd like to learn about next.